Welcome back, everybody. It's Bjorn, aka Bjorn to Sell, your trusted guide to real estate here in Minnesota. Today, we're talking about buying land. Not just the dream, but the real details you need to know to make it happen. Whether you're thinking about building a cabin or a homestead, or you just want a little country getaway, this is the guide for you. But before we dive in, make sure that you hit that subscribe button and maybe share it with someone that you know that could use some great real estate information. I put out great videos every week. You don't want to miss any of them because I want to help you move forward with confidence in this ever-changing market. What do you say we jump on in? Buying land is kind of a different transaction than buying a home. It has its own set of challenges, rules, and things to watch out for. And if you do not know what you're looking for, it's easy to get in over your head in a hurry. The first most important thing is you're going to want to check the zoning and what is acceptable for that land use. Before you fall in love with a piece of property, you need to know, well, what it's zoned for. Some land is zoned agricultural, some is residential, some is commercial. Zoning controls what you can build, what animals you can have, and even whether you can live on the property full time. Always double check with the local county or city planning departments before making an offer. Another important consideration is utilities. Land often does not come with utilities hooked up. You might need to install a well, a septic system, and bring in electricity. These costs can add up. Make sure you understand what is available at the road and what it would take for you to bring it to your future home or cabin site. If the land already has a well or septic, you know what I'm going to tell you. Get it inspected, right? Old systems can be costly to repair and replace. Third, you're going to want to check the access and easements. You need to confirm that you have legal access to the property. That might sound obvious, but not all land parcels are created equal. Sometimes you have to cross someone else's property to get to yours, and that requires a legal easement. Sounds like I did a video on that a little bit ago. Also, check for utility easements, drainage easements, and anything else that might impact how you could use the land. Surveys are very important to consider. Ask if there has been a recent survey. Boundary lines can be a major source of conflict. If there is not a survey or if it's outdated, you may want to pay for a new one before closing. That can be costly. That's why you might want to negotiate for that too and check if there is one. Knowing exactly what you're buying is absolutely critical. When it comes to financing, buying land versus buying a house, guess what? There's some difference there too. Traditional mortgage lenders will often not finance bare land in the same way. You might need a land loan, which usually comes with some higher interest rates and a bigger down payment. But again, you're going to want to talk to a lender about that and figure out what the best product is for you. Sometimes you may be able to negotiate seller financing. In some cases, the sellers are on board with this and some they're not, but it's worth having that conversation. You're also going to want to consider soil and environmental testing, especially if you, plan to build. You may need soil tests to confirm the land can support a septic system or construction. You might also want to check for wetlands, floodplains, or protected conservation areas. These can greatly impact what you do and, if you can even build in that area. You're going to want to do a little future planning too. You're going to want to think about what the land is good for today, but also what's going to be happening in 5, 10, 20 years. Are there plans for nearby development? Will a quiet field today become a highway exit next year? Check local comprehensive plans to see what is coming down the road. At the end of the day, buying land can be one of the most rewarding real estate purchases you ever make. But it also is a place where smart research, planning, and asking the right questions are absolutely crucial. Take your time. Work with a real estate professional who understands land transactions and make sure you're clear about your goals before you commit. Now, if you found this video helpful, please help me out by subscribing and maybe sharing it with someone that you know. If you need some more great resources, guess what? In the description below is that free home buyers and home sellers guide. And if you want to have a little bit more in-depth conversation, head to bjorntosell.com to find my contact information, and we can talk there. And hey, maybe you're watching this in another state and you need help finding an agent who can meet your needs. Look no further. I'm here to help with that. You just need to reach out. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I will be back next week with more great information. So until then, be kind to one another.